We got a fun-filled show
Get
tonight.
hot. I met a boy today.
It's your boy, Coach Career, the General, 860 Army.
She loving my style every time I'm
You ain't need more money, Tito. You could have just invited 6 or 8 you down to Nationals.
I'm around. She caught me
When certain people don't get their way or they feel slighted, they feel like they have a right to call us and voice their opinion. You don't.
The hood, we locked the
Clear.
street.
I've never removed a staff to allow a staff to move up.
No,
Never.
that's not what I'm saying. Now everybody's a personal trainer. We know who the originals are, but now if you look, you can find them in every town.
Sportsplex on a beautiful day here in Charlotte. Not a cloud in the sky. About 55 degrees right here before kickoff.
One of the best games on the night. I'm
Lining
gonna let
up the
everybody
kick for the
watch.
Broncos.
Check it
It's
out.
Xavier Raymond.
National Pop Warner game. This was a bomb game. This is Pop Warner football. When I told y'all should be checking in the Pop Warner football, this is a game wide.
Kick is returned by number
Shout out to
27,
Gilbert
Wayne Griffin,
and my
first
guy
down
from
10.
NEO Flight.
At the
He had an
40-yard
amazing game plan.
First down and 10. Neo Flight football on the Bronco 40-yard line.
Move your feet, Carmen. Move your feet.
The handoff on the end around to number 4, DeMonte Tyler. Gets back maybe a yard. Second down and 9. Second down and 9 for Neo Flight. Lining up in the shotgun position is Kaden Mercer. Pistol formation, handoff up the middle again. Then Tyler, tackle made on the play by number 20. That's Tracy and Williams.
The handoff again was to Tyler. Tackle made on the play by number 20. Williams. We'll call it 6.
Third down, we'll call it 6. Opening drive of the contest. Mercer set up again in the shotgun, getting into play. Trips to the short side of the field. Pass is complete to Williams Jr. He's tackled on the play by number 2, Jaden Ruiz. Going to bring up a 4th down. We'll call it 3.
The pass is complete. The hands up on Williams Jr. Tackle made on the play by number 2, Jaden Ruiz.
4th down and 2 for Neo Flight. Opening possession of the game.
Move your feet out there. Move your feet.
New quarterback in the game. Handoff made to number 4. That's DeMonte Tyler. He picks up 7, first down and 10 for Neo Flight. Let's watch it here on the replay. The interesting quarterback change. Everything moves to the right. He runs to the left. He needed a couple. He gets it. Tough run there by DeMonte Tyler. First down and 10 for Neo Flight. Pass is complete. Oh, just couldn't bring it in. Pass was intended to number 8. That's Dax Parsons. Came back. The throw was there. He's cutting in and just couldn't bring it in. What an effort there by Parsons. Wants that ball back. Sure, he'll get another opportunity here in the contest today. Second down and 10. The end around is there to Antonio Williams Jr. He turns on the speed. Gets the ball inside to about the 15-yard line. This is going to be close to a first down. We'll check the spot. First down and 10 from Antonio Williams Jr. He picked up a big-time run. First down and 10 at the 14-yard line. The handoff made was to Monte Tyler. Just got a shoestring tackle there by Xavier Raimundo. Watch it here on the replay. You see him there. He sees the grass and just couldn't get there. What a play by Raimundo to be able to shoestring tackle him. A lot of substitutions here for Neo Flight. Mercer back at the quarterback position in the shotgun pistol formation. Handoff made on the play, pushed out of bounds was Tyler. Tyler picks up about 5 on the play, brings up a third down. We'll call it 5 for Neo Flight. What a move by Antonio Williams Jr. all the way touchdown. Neo Flight. What a play by Antonio Williams Jr. He sneaks back into the game. Watch this. Sees the green grass, accelerates, hits to the left. Big time block by his offensive lineman. Races to the pylon for the first score of the game. What a play by Antonio Williams Jr. Mike strikes first. 7-0.
On all social media platforms. Pop Warner is proud to partner with USA Football, the sports national governing body, in your home for football, from access to development. From local people to the global stage, USA Football gives coaches, parents, and officials players the tools and training and resources to ensure the game is played smarter, safer, and better than ever before.
5:55 left to go here. They'll go for it and put it in on a non-kicking play. It's 1 point. If you kick it, that's it. That's why it's 7-0. Raimundo gets the ball. He races all the way inside midfield to the 48-yard line. Great field position for the Broncos.
The return is by Xavier Raimundo. He gets the ball to the 48-yard line. First down and 10.
Watch this kickoff again. Raimundo in the right spot. Sees a big wedge of tackles right there. And then gets his way to the hole and gets his way into Neo Flight territory. First down and 10. First down and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wing formation in the backfield. What a play play by number 8. That's Dax Parsons.
Big time play by number 8. Dax Parsons on the tackle field. Second down and long.
You see them right there. They're in a wing formation. They're coming in, and Dax Parsons is playing linebacker. Races all the way through there again. Boom. He sees it, responds, plays, run first. Young guys, that's what you need to do as a linebacker. See the play. Your first step forward is for the run. Then you come back for the pass. Linebacking pro there by Parsons. Second down and long. Wing formation. And a backfield again. That is number 23. 33, that is Trevor Wilson. Same type of play, making a big play. Trevor Wilson just making up there on that defensive line. Third down and long for the Broncos. Wing formation again. That's incomplete. Third down and long. Fourth down and long. Fourth down and long for the Broncos. You see the officials out there working hard. These officials, that's official Rob Dunn out there. Watch this play. Almost picks it off. Oh my goodness, I didn't see it live till we saw it on the replay. Who else? Dax Parsons just couldn't scoop it off the turf. What a play. Great catch there by our production team. Fourth down and long. Penalty flags are on the field.
Penalty flags are on the field. Penalties infractions on the defense. Down and long.
So encroachment on the defense. Fourth down and long for the Broncos. And you can't say enough positive things about this production team for Flow Sports. They catch all the plays. You see them there. You couldn't ask for a better group of talented professionals in Flow Sports. Fourth down and long. What a catch! Wow! Big time play there by number 20. That's Tracy Williams. First down and 10 Broncos.
First down and 10 Broncos.
Now watch it on the replay. He just sneaks behind him and grabs it by the fingertips. Oh my goodness, what a play. This is a top 10 Sports Center gem right there. What a play.
Check it out. Neo Blackfoot Football. Playing popular in the NFL Black Department, they expect access and opportunity across the sport. The collaboration will introduce NFL Black format to Pop Warner leagues and associations nationwide. Expect to see Pop Warner teams playing NFL Flag this spring.
And you can't say enough about that play. Oh my goodness, that was Tracy Williams. He comes out there. Look, fans are already looking at it on their phone. They can't be amazed. They downloaded the app. They're on Flow Sports app. They're rewinding it, showing everybody that's my son or that's my cousin or something out there. That's so exciting to see that type of big time play. And thank goodness they caught it here live. What a play by Williams to set up first down and 10 at the 20-yard line. First down and 10 at the 20-yard line. The end around was there to Jaden Ruiz, and he's pushed out of bounds. He stays inbounds. After a pickup, we'll call it of a couple. Second down and 6.
The handoff was to Jaden Ruiz. He picks up 4. Second down and 6.
Second down and 6. after the end around to Ruiz, and that play really changed some momentum. You started feeling Neo Flight starting to make some moves on defense, and now let's pause a little bit. Some confidence is starting to build with Gilbert Chandler, and the Broncos are inside the red zone for the first time today. Oh, just couldn't bring it in. Passes intended for Jaden Ruiz.
And the pass is incomplete. Third down and long.
You'll see it here on the replay. Finds his man and just couldn't bring it in. Those are the ones that you want to call back. But what an effort there by Ruiz on the attempt. Third down, we'll call it 6 for Gilbert Chandler. The penalty is a false start. Penalty was a false start against the offense. That'll back him up 5. Breaks up third down and long. Third down and 12. In the seam all the way. Touchdown, Raimundo.
What a play! Touchdown, Broncos! Raimundo.
And that is why you play football. When we look at the replay on this, running up the seam was Raimundo, and boom, touchdown. What a response by the Broncos to march down the field and score to bring this game to 1, 7-6. They're lining up to kick, and again in Pop Warner football, that's 2 points. So Raimundo is lining up to kick. Penalty flags are on the field.
Penalty flags are on the field. Penalty is encroachment on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Retry.
So the penalty was encroachment on the defense. It'll be half the distance to the goal for a retry. Raimundo, who just scored the touchdown, is lining up to kick. The kick is out and blocked. Who else? Number 8, that's Dax Parsons on the block. 7-6, 3:11 left to go here in the first.
And the kick is blocked by number 8, Dax Parsons. 3:11 left to go here in the first. It's New York Flight 7.
And look at it right there. He traces through the gap for the block. What a play by Dax Parsons. What a play.
Needs up the Dax got the coverage for 10. Shut on 5.
We're back here live here at the Mecklenburg Sportsplex here in Matthews, North Carolina. This is the 12U Super Bowl, 7-6, Neo Flight versus Gilbert Chandler. Raimundo on the kick. It's a onside kick. What a great one. Recovered by Neo Flight.
The onside kick is recovered by Neo Flight. First down and 10.
Watch this again. They look for these bounces on this football, and it gets one right there. And the ball bounces right over the head and just couldn't bring it in. Very smart play by DeMonte Tyler to cover that football. 3:07 left to go here in the first. Flight in the lead, 7-6. I'm sure everybody watching on TV right now is sitting there thinking, 6-7, 6-6-7. It is 7-6, Neo Flight. The end around is Tyler, and he hits the edge, and there's a flag on the field. We'll check the flag. Multiple flags, and it's a holding against Neo Flight. So the flag was holding on the play. It's going to negate the run.
Thank you. Right. We got to play football. Let's play. That's the house ball.
First down and 10. Neo Flight gets pushed back to the 27-yard line.
First down and long at the 27-yard line.
First down and long at the 27-yard line. Mercer in the shotgun. Hand off to Williams Jr., and he's back in the backfield. He fumbled the ball. He recovers it, it looks like. Tackle made on the play by Jackson Pearson.
Big time play with number 84, Jackson Pearson.
We'll see it on the back line. Seeing the replay right there. He breaks through, and there. Loss on the play. What a play there by the Broncos as they've got some momentum building on this side of the ball.
Second down and long.
Second down and long. Mercer in the shotgun. Sends Tyler in motion. Fakes the end around, passes to Tyler. It's caught. He races up the ball. He passes to almost the original line of scrimmage. Brings up third down. We'll call it 9.
The pass is complete to number 4, DeMonte Tyler. Third down, we'll call it 9.
Third down and 9. 1:33 left to go here in the first. With the Neo Flight football in the lead, 7-6. Mercer's pass is complete. Pass is complete to number 8, Dax Parsons. He gets the ball to the 41-yard line. Brings up a 4th down and 2.
Pass is complete to number 8, Dax Parsons. 4th down and 2.
Watch the replay here. Mercer stands in here. He's going to feel the pressure here from the defensive line. Stands in there, takes a big hit, and then delivers the dime to Parsons. What a play by Mercer. That's tough to do at any level, but to do it at 12, you can't ask for anything better. 4th down and 2.
4th down and 2.
Shotgun formation. Mercer is by himself. Pass is complete to Parsons. He gets the ball. He moves to the 50. He makes a move. Keeps fighting through tackles. He breaks through about 5 or 6 of them before he's tackled at the 40-yard line. First down and 10.
And the pass is complete to Parsons. He breaks through tackles to the 39-yard line. First down and 10.
Let's watch this play again by Parsons. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter with the Neo Flight football in the lead. 7-6. And let's look at this replay again. Watch Dax Parsons. He gets there, he catches the ball, makes a move, hits the R button, then he accelerates, hits the L button on his controller, accelerates again, breaks through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 tackles before a host of Broncos bring him down. You couldn't ask for anything better. Big time play. End of the first quarter. 7-6. Neo flat.
Who you blocking up front? Who you got? Pull your feet, Isaiah. Drive, Isaiah. Grab your feet. Let's go. Know who you blocking. Know who you blocking.
Dolph made. Breaks through tackles again. That is to Monty. Reaches for the pylon. He points touchdown. What an effort by Monty Tyler. What a response. What a play by Tyler. We're coming back. We're coming in here. He gets the handoff. Watch him here. He goes through the hole and then he feels it. Now he accelerates. He sees the pylon. He's getting to the pylon. I got to race to it. I'm going to die. He gets there. Touchdown. Slow it down, and you'll see what he does here with the pylon. He reaches out, touches the ball with it, and now watch. He kicks it up and cradles the pylon with it. What a play by Tyler. 9:48 left to go, 13-6. The extra point attempt is good. 14-6. Neo flight. What a response.
9:48 left to go. Here comes halftime. Neo 14. Gilbert Chandler.
We're back here after the break. Lining up to kick is going to be DeMonte Tyler. Breaking through some tackles is Ruiz. Gets the ball about the 44-yard line. Good starting field position for the Gilbert Chandler Broncos. It is a great return there by Ruiz. Sets up. The Broncos did a lot of action here in the first half by throwing the football, really keeping Neo flight off on their first possession. They were playing run, and then they threw over inside the top or then threw into the seams. Great type of change of momentum there by the Broncos. We'll see what they do here on the second possession. They're lining up in the shotgun. First down and 10 at the 44-yard line. The handoff was to Raimundo. Raimundo breaks through a couple of tackles. Pick up. We'll call it 4. Second down and 6.
The handoff was to Raimundo. Second down.
Watch it on the replay here again. You see here Raimundo starts moving to his right, then cuts back left, and then just lowers his shoulder to try to pick up some extra yards. Great effort there by that young man. Second down and 6. You're seeing a lot of kids, and you're probably going to hear these guys' names over and over again because this is your next generation of college football stars, professional football stars. They start here at the Pop Warner level. We've seen them here today with Captain Munnerlin and Trey Boston. A lot of great people. That's a backwards pass. Live football. Let's see who's going to be on flight next. That is DeMonte Tyler. Touchdown. What a momentum-changing play.
Damontae Tyler.
Look at the replay. Watch how this play sets up. It's a backward pass. So that means it's a live football that's here on the play. Couldn't pick it up. What happens? Damontae Tyler picks it up with one hand. He picks it up with one hand in motion for the score. You can't say that better. To pick up a football with one hand, running at full speed is absolutely amazing as a sportsmanship athlete that this man has shown today. What a play by Damontae Tyler. Lining up for the extra point attempt. 20-6 here. We're live at the Sportsplex here in Matthews in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Mecklenburg Sportsplex, hosting the Pop Warner Super Bowl for the first time in its history. And the extra point attempt is no good. 8:44 remaining for halftime. Mule Flight extends the lead, 20-6.
8:44 left before halftime. Mule Flight extends the lead. Injury time. Round of applause for the injured Bronco.
It's good to see the injured Bronco getting off to the field. Hopefully he'll be able to come back in, this athlete, before the game is over. And there is Damontae Tyler. We've called his name out a couple of times after that big-time touchdown, fumble recovery and run. He lines up to kick. This guy does it all. This athlete, this young man, a lot of unique capabilities at 12. Gets the bounce on the onside kick. Ruiz on the return, tackled on the play back at the 25-yard line. That's where we'll have it. First down and 10 from there.
Return is by Ruiz. First down and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We'll take a look at it again. Watch this kick. Gets the bounce. And now watch it. Bounces perfectly. Couldn't ask for a better kick. And then here comes the pursuit. Neo Flight just swarming to the football. First down and 10 on the 25, but not to take away from Weeze. Like, that was a tricky bounce that he was able to corral. So good job by that young man to be able to pick that ball up on the bounce. First down and 10, shotgun formation for the Broncos. They got Ruiz in motion. Handed off to Raimundo. He gets the ball to the 30, down to the 33-yard line. Sets up second down. We'll call it 7.
And off to Raimundo. Pick up 7. Second down, 3.
Second down and 3. $8:05 remaining before halftime. Broncos get the ball at the start of the second half. Important possession here. Shotgun snap, passes to Raimundo, caught on the play. The backfield. Applying the pressure was Donius Grant.
The pass is complete to Raimundo. Tackle made up the play by Grant.
Watch this play again. You got Raimundo coming out wide. He sees the grass, and here he comes. There he is, and that was Frankie Walker applying the pressure. Big time play him there in Grant. Third down and 9. Now for the Broncos. And you're starting to feel some momentum change. We had that momentum shift with Raimundo. Then you had Parsons with the block. And then you come right back out, and then you get 2 touchdowns by Tyler. And now you're starting to feel some momentum shift. So I'm sure the Broncos are looking for a big-time play here on third down. And they're going to call timeout to talk about it. Timeout, Broncos.
Timeout, Broncos. And thanks, Momentum Brands is now the official uniform partner of Pop Warner. Now uniforms are easier than ever to order, fully customizable, built for performance, and tailored specifically with Pop Warner values in mind. Available through any Momentum Brands dealer.
You can catch all the action of this year's Pop Warner Super Bowl and Cheer and Dance Championship on Flow Sports. Flow Sports has channels dedicated to football and cheer. Log on to flowsports.tv or download the Flow Sports app to learn how you can watch Pop Warner youth compete on the national stage. You can also catch all the action on this year's event on Flow Football. Log on to flowsports.tv or download the app to watch this exciting Pop Warner competition. We're back from the timeout. Third down and long for the Broncos. Critical down in distance here for Gilbert Chandler. And this is game 4 of the Super Bowl. We're at the D1 level. 12U. Pass. Oh, he got it. Racing up the field is Ruiz. What a play! Touchdown, Broncos! Watch this again. Breaks out of the tackle, and then he sees nothing but green grass. He points to the touchdown, and he said, I'm in. What a play there by Ruiz, who just snuck behind the defender. We just talked about momentum, and what a perfect timeout and play call there by the Gilbert Chandler coach. Lining up to kick again. This is 2 points. It's Raimundo. Last kick was blocked. Raimundo's kick is down, and it's good. 6:43 left to go here before halftime. The Broncos cut the lead, 20-14. What a response from Gilbert Chandler Broncos. They needed a touchdown. They got it on the third down and long play to Ruiz. Then to get even better, you get the extra point by Raimundo. And that's going to be important. This is now a 6-point game. They come down here and they score, or they make a stop and score after halftime. They could find themselves in the lead against this neo-flight football team. To wait and see. on the strength of Raymundo and his leg to see what that's going to mean for this contest. The onside kick by Raymundo didn't go 10 yards, so it's going to set up Neoflight in great field position. First down and 10 at the 44-yard line. It's a little bit of a risk and reward as it relates to that. You can get the football, but if it doesn't go your way, you're giving the other team really short field position in that type of situation. First down and 10 at the 44.
First down and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down and 10, Neoflight. Ball's placed at the 44-yard line. 6:32 left to go here in the first half. Up by 6. Pass is complete to Parsons. He breaks through a tackle. Goes up. It's pushed out of bounds by Ruiz at the 39-yard line. Pick up a 5, second down and 5.
The pass is complete. Dax Parsons. Pick up a 5, second down and 5.
Watch it right there. He stops, goes back a yard, then throws out the stiff arm. Those are really good football moves there by Parsons. He's already got a block on an extra point. He's got a sack, I believe, or no, it was a tackle for loss at the first play. Now he's playing quarterback. That's Parsons again. And he's breaking through tackles. Oh, what a move. And he's racing up the field. Touchdown. Neoflight football.
Touchdown! Neoflight. Dax Parsons.
Watch this again. They sneak him in at quarterback, and then he just accelerates and toe touches all the way up the line. Nifty play called there by the Neoflight to sneak him in at quarterback. What an offensive showcase is happening here at 12-year football. Mercer back in at quarterback. Penalty flags are on the field.
Penalty flags are on the field. Penalty is delay of game against the offense. Retry.
So the penalty was going to be a delay of game on Neoflight. That'll back him up 5. Do the try at the 7-yard line. Mercer back to pass, throws. Oh, it's going to be close. And it's good. 5:35 left to go here before halftime. Neoflight 27, Gilbert Chandler 14. Watch the replay again. He just backs his way into the end zone. What a play by Tyler.
The extra point attempt is good by Demonte Tyler. 5:35 to go for halftime. Neoflight 27, Gilbert Chandler 14. All the official jersey brought to the NFL and college football stars and
Well, Welcome back to Monte Tyler lining up here. The kick at the 40-yard line. Up 27-14, 5:35 before halftime. Kicks it back to Ruiz. Ruiz breaking through some tackles, gets the ball back to about the 45-yard line. First down and 10.
First down and 10. Gilbert Chandler.
First down and 10, Gilbert Chandler. After the return there by Ruiz. Really fast score by Neo Flight. 5:25 left to go here before halftime in this back and forth affair with Neo Flight in the lead by 13. Shotgun formation, Ruiz in motion. Handoff on the play to Raimundo. Held up by that defensive line, being led on the tackle by Revere Garrett.
And on to Raimundo, tackled by Revere Garrett. Picking up a 2-second down.
Revere Garrett, that's his first tackle of the day. Second down and 8 for Gilbert Chandler, who's trying to slow this game down a little bit. Think about what I talked about here before that last score. They come down here, they score a touchdown. They get the ball back at the start of the second half. They could find themselves up by 1 if they keep converting these extra points. It's very exciting. I'm very interested to see the play call and how the coach will move this football team down the field. Pass is complete to Ruiz. Ruiz breaks a tackle and pushed out of bounds right before the marker. Third down and short.
The pass is complete to Ruiz. Picks up about 6, third down and short.
Third down and 3. We'll call it third down and 3, maybe third down and 2 for the Broncos. After the Ruiz catch. You'll see some of these helmets look a little bit different, fans. Those are Guardian caps. You got to take your hat off to Pop Warner for this. The NFL is doing it. It's about player safety, and these Guardian caps, protect these young athletes and even NFL athletes against the concussions. You love seeing this stuff that Pop Warner and that they're doing to protect and put the health and safety of their players first. Hats off to Pop Warner and that entire organization. Third down and short, catch made by Ruiz, and he starts to accelerate. He gets down to the 30, down to the 20, spins out of the tackle, and gets the ball inside to about the 19-yard line. First down and 10. Watch this play again. See Ruiz, we just talked about him a second ago. Now watch him accelerate right there. He accelerates right there, spins out of the tackle by Parsons. And you just see him just finding the green grass. And that's important for the young receivers. Yes, the route is there for the run, but when you see green grass, slow down, look back at the quarterback. And oftentimes you're going to find that football finding your way to you. Find green grass, quarterback will find you. Make that eye contact just like you saw there, and you'll find the ball with a positive play. First down and 10. For the Broncos at the 19-yard line. Shotgun formation, Raimundo set to his right. Back to pass, pressure coming up front. Pass to Raimundo is caught and pushed out of bounds by Donius Grant. Picked up a 6 on the play. Second down, we'll call it 4. 3:27 left to go after being pushed out of bounds. Broncos moving down the field again. You got to love what's on that play sheet. A lot of great plays there by the coach. He's looking now, trying to find the right one here on this second down. The handoff made on the play to Williams, and Tracy Williams, he kicks a block and gets inside the 5 to the 3. First down, Broncos. First down and goal. Broncos, and watch Williams right here. He accelerates, plants his foot, and then turns up. Very important play there. He plants his foot right about now, and it says, "Find my way into the end zone." Timeout on the field. Neo flight. First down and goal for the Broncos. And we're at a timeout here at the 12U Super Bowl here in Matthews. We're at the the Mecklenburg Sportsplex here in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's the first time that they have hosted the Pop Warner Super Bowl, and word tells me it's this year and next year. So they'll be back here next year here in Charlotte on hopefully a warmer weekend that we have, but you couldn't ask for a more picturesque day after being in the 30s. It feels like for a week here in Charlotte. To see all of these kids working hard and these young athletes all day long here at the Pop Warner Super Bowl. We've had the pleasure with Flow Sports of being out here for all of it. First down and goal. The handoff to Ruiz, touchdown. Watch this play again. They're in wing formation, and then boom. Everything shifts to the right, but right up the middle goes Ruiz. We just talked about that play sheet, and what a masterful call there by the coach of the Broncos. Cuts this lead down to 27-20. Lining up to kick again at Raimundo. Important extra point here. Remember, fans, 2 points for this at the youth level. Penalty flags are on the field. Penalty is encroachment on the defense. So that encroachment is going to move the ball up half a yard, half the distance to the goal. Raimundo will retry from there. Kick is down, and it is good. 2:56 left before halftime, 27-22.
The kick is down, and it's good.
22-27 after the extra point. Again, it's a kick, so it's 2 points on that play. And we've got a great back and forth action. 27-22, a lot of time left to go here before halftime. And this offensive performance is doing great from both teams here today. Lining up to kick is Raimundo. So far, in every kick from Raimundo, it's been an onside kick. We'll see what happens on this one. Look at Raimundo on the kick. Fallen on by DeMonte Tyler. Great type of performance. First down and 10 for Tyler. Look at that sky. You're probably looking at right now saying it couldn't be any nicer. This is why James Taylor sang Carolina on My Mind. You see days like today, 55 degrees in December, beautiful, no clouds in the sky. You couldn't ask for better football. What a great skyline that we got that the camera crew put together in front of us today. The handoff was to number 4. That's DeMonte Tyler. He breaks through tackles, gets the ball to the 43-yard line. First down and 10. Penalty flags are on the field.
Penalty flags are on the field.
We'll check the flag. We'll check the flag to see what the call. Penalty's holding against the Neo flag football team. That's some great coaching that you're seeing here on the sidelines. You get a lot of that at the youth level. You come off, you make a play, or you make a mistake, you make a big play. Coaches are always there to talk through, good or bad. Hey, this is what we did. They utilize this opportunity as a learning moment and really helping these kids out. Then you get a teammate come over and say everything's great. This is what makes youth sports fantastic, is when you see this level of camaraderie and coaching. Great job by Neo Flight right there. First down and long. Pass is complete to Parsons. And a flag on the play.
Penalty flags are on the field.
What a play by Parsons. We'll check the flag. Watch this pass to Parsons. Interfered, fought through, and still makes the catch. It helps the official and says first down. You couldn't ask for something better there by Dax Parsons. First down and 10 at the 46-yard line. 2:28 left to go here before halftime. The handoff is to Tyler. He breaks through a couple of tackles, gets the ball to the 45-yard line. Second down, we'll call it 8. Injury timeout on the field. And we'll take this timeout with them. 27-22, Neo Flight. 2:16 left to go here before halftime.
It's also the official ball of the NFL and the college football playoff. Learn more at Pearson.com. Let's go.
We're back, and we're going to get some good news. He's walking off under his own accord. That's number 16. That's Revere Garrett. Glad to see he's walking off. Hopefully he'll make his way back into the contest soon. Second down, we'll call it 9. Clock starts winding. 2:13 left to go here before halftime. Mercer in the shotgun. Pass. Doesn't bring it in. Third down and 9. Pass was intended for Tyler. Third down and 9 for Neo Flight. Critical down and distance here. Mercer getting the play call then from the coach, walking back to the huddle, making sure everybody's calm, telling everybody we've got the play call in. Let's get the play in. Looks like an audible here. He's in the shotgun. It's Parsons. He's open. It's a touchdown. Wide open was Parsons. Himself wide open on the play. You see Mercer just looks over there. And fans, it's the hardest throw to make in football. Your receiver is open. You got to just get him the ball and you throw them. That is the hardest throw to make. Mercer did it beautifully at 12 years old. What a play by Parsons. Then he points to his finger and says it's ring season. That's 12-year-olds at its finest that are so excited about all the other things. And he's wanting to remind everybody here, hey, there's a ring that can go on this finger, but Dax, you still got some time left, my friend. There's a lot of time left in this football game. And this game is going back and forth. So it's good to see you still got the fun and the humor here in youth sports. The handoff is to Tyler, and he stopped short. The extra points, no good. 1:58 left to go before halftime. Neo Flight extends the lead to 11, 33-22.
The extra point is no good. 33-22. Neo Flight.
Look at the ring right there. You just love to see that from these kids. You see all the funniest things with kids. If you want to spend time, if you're having a bad day, go to a youth sporting event, Pop Warner, Little League, anything like that. These kids do everything in their ability to have fun. And they go and they play and they have fun. They don't care usually who wins and loses. They're just there to laugh, joke around with their friends, and have fun time with the kids. Like, that's the fun about youth football. And you will find yourself laughing over and over again with the fun things that these kids do over and over. DeMonte Tyler leading off to kick off. He spots the ball at the 40-yard line, up by 11, 1:58 left to go here before halftime. And the onside kick went backward, and it's touched down by Parsons down at the 34-yard line. Great field position from the Broncos.
The kickoff is touched down at the 34-yard line.
Back up, DJ.
First down and 10 for the Broncos. They set up great at the 34-yard line. 1:57 remaining for halftime. And they've got a secret weapon in Raymundo that if they get to the end zone, he gets 2 extra points with his leg. So we'll see what they come out with here. First down and 10. Sir in the shotgun. The handoff is to Ruiz. He breaks through a tackle and then finds his way, and looks like the ball was out, but it was recovered by Neo Flight. Second down.
The handoff is to Ruiz. Fumble on the
Smart play there by the Broncos. As you see this, Ruiz cuts around the corner. He breaks through a tackle right here, and then he gets hit by Jaden Earl. Big time hit and fumbles the ball. And then quick on the recovery was Ruiz. Very smart play. Second down and 6. 1:16 remaining. Clock is running. Sir in the shotgun. Pass is complete to Ruiz, and he's breaking through the tackle. Refusing to go down was Ruiz. First down and goal. Watch it on the replay here. Sir's pass, perfect pass here, and then he just breaks through the tackle of Walker and then just races it, wanting to go down. From Tyler, what a play by Ruiz. Just see him there, just fight through, and then makes it. Love that ever. But most importantly, watch what he did at the end. He covered the football. He put 2 hands on the football so you don't fumble it. Great play by Ruiz. First down and goal. Sir in the back, in the shotgun backfield with Raymundo. Back to pass. Pass is incomplete. Smart play there by Zur. Didn't see much there. Make sure the ball gets over the line of scrimmage. Incomplete pass. Make sure it wasn't a negative play. 26 seconds here before halftime. And remember, they get the ball coming into the second half. So this could be one of those double impact type of scores where they can find themselves taking the lead. And there's that play sheet again. Every time we've seen it, something good has happened. And timeout on the field. Timeout, New York flight. 26 seconds left to go. And we're back here live at the Mecklenburg Sportsplex here in Matthews. 33-22, Neo Flight and the Gilbert Chandler Broncos. This has been offense all day. We've seen defense a lot today, but this is offense. But that's amazing. The kids are having fun. It's 55 degrees. They're sliding down the banisters. Probably looking for some of that Italian ice or some of that popcorn that they're selling out there in the concession area. First, second down and goal. Ball spotted there at the 9. Zur under center. Handoff to Raimundo. Good play call on that play sheet again. Gets the ball inside the 5 to the 4. Timeout. Broncos. Timeout Broncos. We'll see what that play sheet comes up here. It's been interesting today. He went to that wing early, and it was stopped by Neo Flight, but he's gone to the shotgun. He's gone to some trickery type of plays, and every single time these plays have worked. We'll see what he can do with 19 seconds, but Neo Flight's probably saying something totally different. They're saying, you know what, guys? We need to shore up this down and goal. Come out. Zer's in the shotgun. Raimundo flanked to his left. Ruiz to his right. They send Ruiz out to the short side of the field. The deep fade is there. Let's see what he got the feed in. Touchdown. Look at that play call again. Doesn't get his feet in. The pass is down, and he does. What an angle for that shot by number 20. That was Traceon Williams. What a play. Let's watch it again. Throws back to the deep part of the pylon, and it's there. Touchdown. Second score of the game for Williams. We talked about this. These points go for 2. Penalty flags around the field. Going to be encroachment on the defense. It'll get about half the distance. Now Raimundo will try it again. Critical extra point attempt here from Raimundo. Penalty flags around the field again. It's going to be encroachment. So they'll retry the kick again, maybe from about the 1-inch line. Raimundo lining up for a third time. The Kick is down. Unblocked. Blocked by guess who? Number 8, Dax Parsons. That's his second block of the game. Now watch it right here. Parsons. Full extension again on the block. What a play against second block of the day by that young man. 33-28, 11 seconds before we get halftime.
And the future is bright. Show how you're a part of the next generation by following and taking the Dell Next Gen on Instagram and on the Dell, the next generation on Facebook. Lining up today, it's number 7, Xavier Raimundo.
Xavier Raimundo lining up. Dax Parsons deep. Every kick today from both sides has somewhat been an onside kick. Let's see what the kick's going to be now. Squib kick by Raimundo to Parsons. Parsons gets the ball down at the 30-yard line. He's going to be breaking through some tackles. Gets the ball to the 38-yard line. 3 seconds left before halftime.
Parsons gets the ball to the 38-yard line. Step 7, no block.
First down and 10. Neo flight, 3 seconds to go here before halftime. Coach is looking for some deep type of play or some trickery going on to see if he can get a quick score before halftime. Shotgun formation. Mercer on the play. Throws the pass to Parsons. Took it ladder. That's a fumble. And that will take us to halftime with Neo Flight in the lead, 33-28. We'll come back here in 10 minutes from half.
And we are at home with Neo Flight in the lead, 33.
And welcome back from halftime, and you couldn't have asked for a better game at 12U with Neo Flight from Ohio and Gilbert Chandler from Arizona, 33-28. Broncos getting the football first here in the second half. Thinking back to that first half, a lot of this game has been determined on a turnover and the ability to stop on defense. I think the first team that makes this stop here in the second half might find themselves with a Super Bowl winning championship. But great first half of action from both teams. Lining up to kick for Neo Flight will be DeMonte Tyler.
Get off the block.
Kick is down. Picked up by Cervantes. Cervantes gets the ball to the 48-yard line. Great field position for the Broncos as they start their first possession of the second half.
The kick is returned by Cervantes. First down, 10 at the 48-yard line. Injury timeout.
Injury timeout. As we think back to that first half, Chandler really started moving down the football with their arm of Zer. Found a deep pass on a third down and worked their way through some of these pass progressions to continue to find their way to set up good position and good field position for some very unique offensive plays. We'll take an injury timeout here. 9:56 left here in the third. 33-28. And that's good to see him walking off under his own power. Never want to see someone get hurt, especially here in the Super Bowl. First down and 10 for the Broncos. Ball's going to be placed at their own 48-yard line.
Your friend will be right back down here. You got to come this way.
Wing formation. Split back formation. Apologize. Hand off to Ruiz. He finds some running room. Picks up 5 yards on the play. Tackle made by Parsons. Second down and 5. We've said those names a lot today. Ruiz and Parsons. Really type of effort. And there's that play call sheet again. We'd love to see what's on that sheet. There's a lot of great information. A lot of trick plays that we have seen that sheet done. It very much looks like the Andy Reid sheet that you see there in Kansas City on Sunday afternoons. Second down and 5. Raimundo in motion. Handoff to Ruiz. Tackle man. Backfield. Number 27. That's Dwayne Griffin. Look at the replay on this. Dwayne Griffin. Block. Fall. Defensive type of end type of play. Watching his heads. He's with them, sitting there fighting with the offensive lineman, but he's watching the ball. D-ends, it's important to do. Keep your head on a swivel. Watch where that ball is and release, go to the ball. Great coaching there from Neo Flight. Third down and long. Third down and 9. Halfback formation. Handoff. Fake handoff. What a momentum-changing play there. So it goes back to pass. He finds it there, and there's Frankie Walker. Just overthrows him a little bit, but Walker was there. Watch his full extension. Look at that angle. keeps the ball off the ground, continues the catch. That is an interception. First down and 10, Neo Flight.
First down and 10. Neo Flight at the 31-yard line.
Interesting at halftime with Neo Flight, the coaches had the players for a few minutes, and then they had a players-only meeting for about 3 minutes together. So I'm interested to see what happens here in the second half. Handoff made up the middle to number 4. That's Demonte Seiler. He was one of the leaders in that players-only meeting, talking to his players, and he comes out with a gain of 13. First down and 10.
First down and 10. After a 13-yard run by Demonte Seiler.
Look at him right there. He's carrying Ruiz through the play. This the spin move and finds his way for the first down. Big play. Mercer in the shotgun. Tyler as his deep back. Pistol formation. Griffin in motion. Hand off to Tyler on the play. And he breaks through Ruiz's tackle. Fumble on the play. Raimundo might have the ball. Let's see if he does. Let's watch this again. He's fighting through. And he gets hit. And he's going to the ground, and he just pulls it out, and Raimundo's in the spot at the right time. Turnover on the play. Broncos are excited. First down and 10.
First down and 10. At the 49-yard line.
First down and 10. The Broncos return the favor. Turnover for turnover. 7:40 left to go here in the third quarter with the Neo Flight football in the lead, 33-28. Shotgun formation. Zur is flanked by Raimundo. Handoff to Xavier, and he gets the ball inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. Pick up a 5, second down and 5.
Handoff is to Raimundo. Picks up 5, second down and 5.
Second down and 5. After the handoff. Broncos trying to slow it down after the interception. You see those jerseys that they're wearing. What some unique play call. They look very similar to some Carolina Panther jerseys. Both of these look like Panthers versus the North Carolina Tar Heels here in Matthews. It's great. And they're probably getting them from those Momentic brands. That's one of our chief sponsors and the uniform partner of Pop Warner. Wonderful design for both schools. Ronaldo in motion. Pass is complete to number 20. That's Traceon Williams. He makes a move, and he dumps all the way down to the 34-yard line. First down and 10.
The pass is complete to Traceon Williams. He gets inside the 35 to the 34. First down and 10. Penalty flag is on the play. Formation.
And what a play here. You see Traceon Williams. He comes and makes a move and then starts racing up the field. But unfortunately, a penalty flag was thrown. It's negated on the play to a formation and makes it second down and 10. And those are the plays that just boggle your mind as a coach, because a lot of times he's sitting there looking. He's probably trying to figure out who wasn't on the line, but it's hard to tell. A lot of times at this youth league, the referees do a great job. They'll tell them to move up or move back. Sometimes, they're 12 years old. They may not hear it, but it's okay. Second down and 10 on the play. Ruiz out wide. Zur in the shotgun flanked by Raimundo. Trips there to the wide side. Pass is complete to Ruiz. Refusing to let go. On the play, what a tackle there by Revere Garrett and number 15, Jaden Earl.
Tackle made on the play by Jaden. Long.
Third down and long, third down and 10 for the Broncos. This is where they've done most of their damage here today. It's been in these 3rd down and long type of situations, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. They found their way each time to a first down. Let's see what they're able to do here on 3rd down on this play. Shotgun formation, Raimundo in the backfield. Ruiz in motion. Now he flanks him to his right. Serves pass complete to Traceon Williams, and he gets pushed out of bounds about 2 yards short of the first down by number 7, Donius Graham.
The pass is complete to number 23, pushed out of bounds by Donius Graham.
Looking back here at the replay, you see it here. He's wide open on the play. He starts darting to the first down. And then here comes Grant, making sure he doesn't get there, pushing him out of bounds. 4th down and 1. These are the type of situations that you're going to go on this hard count. You're going to see a lot of this to see if they can get him jumped, get an easy 5 yards on encroachment. Defense has to pay attention and watch the ball on this. Zur in the shotgun. 4th down and 1. Ruiz in motion. Handoff to Raimundo. He needed 1. It's going to be close.
The handoff to Raimundo. It'll shift the spot.
They looked down at the yard to gain and said he made it. What a play call there by Raimundo to lean all the way to the first down. 1st down and 10 for the Broncos. You know, Pop Warner's done a lot with this technology. We'll need this Hawkeye type of technology going forward in the future. That was a great spot and call from these officials. Zur the shotgun. Raimundo flanked to his left. Ruiz in motion. Passes to Ruiz, and he breaks through a tackle and just couldn't make his way all the way through. Picks up, we'll call it 2 on the play.
The pass is complete.
Second down and 8, 3:21 left to go here in the 3rd. Broncos down by 5. Fans for Neo Flight cheering on their defense. 2nd down and 8. Zur in the shotgun, flanked to his right by Raimundo. Ruiz on the jet sweep. He breaks through some tackles. He gets the line to gain and then some more. 1st down and 10 Broncos.
The jet sweep was 2 wins. He needed 8. He got 10. That's it for Broncos. 1st down and 10 Broncos.
They needed 8 yards, and what a play there by Ruiz, who breaks up some tackles and gets his way all the way to the 26-yard line. 1st down and 10. 2:22 left to go here in the 3rd. Good drive put together here by the Broncos. Raimundo flanked to the right. Zur in the shotgun. Trips to the wide side of the field. Surface complete to Ruiz and holds on from a hit from Parsons. That's going to be enough. It's going to look like a 1st down, and it is. 1st down and 10.
1st down and 10. The Broncos on the catch from Ruiz.
You'll see it here on the replay. He just withstands the hit by Parsons and holds on to the football. What a play. There it is again. Watch. Boom. Right there in the back. Great shot there by the team, and great catch and hold on by Ruiz. 1st down and 10 inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. Zur in the shotgun to Raimundo. 2nd down and 3. You'll see here on the replay again. Just flanks out, just an easy hot route. And he comes out of there, makes a play, and then there's Jaden Earl there on the tackle. Good play by Raimundo. Second down, we'll call it 4. Ball spotted at the 10-yard line. There's enough to get a first down for the Broncos. Shotgun formation. Raimundo flanked to his right. Raimundo's in motion. Pass is complete to Raimundo. And he's met immediately. I think he loses a yard on the play. Tackle made by number 5. That's Tavir Miles.
The pass is complete. The tackle made in the backfield by number 5, Tavir Miles. Third down and 5.
Loss on the play of a yard. Broncos, and that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter with Neo Flight in the lead, 33-28. You love seeing this from teams. Then they break it down to the other side of the field. Sorry, from the third quarter to the fourth quarter. You saw seeing a lot of college teams starting to do that. Now you're seeing it out at the youth. What a great level to teach. And it's exciting for these kids to be able to do that and really just get excited heading into the fourth quarter. Third down, we'll call it 5. Critical down as we start the fourth quarter. Broncos are down by 5 with the ball. Third down and 5. Zer's in the shotgun. He's flanked to his left by Raimundo. Traceon Williams is out close to the side to the field. The pass is to Williams. No, just couldn't bring it in. What a play by Dax Parsons. Dax Parsons, what a great play right there, just playing all over the field. Got a couple block kicks, got a touchdown run. Just a day's work for that young man. We're excited to probably see him at the next level, at the high school level, maybe at the collegiate level, D3, D2, D1. A lot of these players are going to play at that next level. It's going to be exciting to watch their careers as they start growing older. They'll probably go back to Flow Sports, go back to the app, and you can download the app today and just go and watch some of these games and really critique themselves and watch the film and see how they can get better. It's just an excellent way of learning and growing in the sport of football. Fourth down and 5. Serves in the back in the shotgun again. Raimundo flanked to his right. The inside handoff fake to Raimundo. Penalty flags are all over the field. We'll check the call. We'll check the call here. Penalty's holding against the offense. Fourth down and long after the hold. It's going to push him back 10 yards. So about fourth down and 15 for the Broncos. Ball will be placed at the 21-yard line. You wonder out loud in type of situations like this, can Raimundo make it from here? Looked like he had a leg on some of those extra points. Something to remember as they've got a field goal kicker in Raimundo. Shotgun formation, Zer. Raimundo is set to his right. Fourth down and long. Raimundo, or Zer back to pass. Finds Raimundo. He's open. He reaches for the first down. I think he's got it, and he does. First down and 10, Broncos. First and goal, Broncos. Watch this again. Looks looks like he's going to be caught short, but no, he's going to reach out the ball to the 5. Smart play by Raimundo. We just talked about him. And then he goes out there and makes a play. First down and goal for the Broncos. 9 minutes and 6 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter of the 12U Super Bowl at the Mecklenburg Sportsplex. We're here in Matthews on a beautiful, picturesque Carolina day. So in the shotgun, Raimundo flanked to his left, inside pitch. Touchdown, Broncos, and that is Ruiz. And we talked about that play sheet. Think about this. This is the Tyreek Hill play from a couple years ago, and we saw Kelsey do it in the Super Bowl. Like, that is perfect inside pass to Ruiz, and he's there for the score and the first lead of the game for the Broncos. And the people that traveled out from Arizona, it's a 6-hour flight, or excuse me, a 4-hour flight from Arizona to Charlotte. They are excited to see their team in the lead for the first time today. 34-33. Lining up to kick is Xavier Raimundo. These go for 2 at these levels. Kick is down, and it is good. 8:45 left to go here in the contest. The Broncos take the lead, 36-33. And we talked about that leg for Raimundo. I think that's good. From about 30 yards away, that looked good. It had the height, it had the distance. What a kick by that young man who put his team in the lead with that 4th down play. If you remember back, it was 4th down and 15. They find Raimundo in the seam, and they find his way, and he reaches out for that critical first down. Big time play by Raimundo. The kick is picked up by Tyler, and he breaks through some tackles. He finds some grass. He's down at the 45 and 46-yard line. What a return and response by DeMonte Tyler.
The kicker is returned by Tyler to the 46-yard line. That's a 10.
And that's what you need on plays like this. You got to have a big-time response, and who does it get? The playmaker. That's DeMonte Tyler. He gets the ball. He puts his team in great field position. First down and 10, 46-yard line. We talked about it. He was leading a halftime players-only meeting. This is a leader at 12 years old. He's going to try to will this team on a comeback victory against Gilbert Chandler. A handoff to Tyler. He gets the ball to the 50-yard line, maybe down to the 49. Pickup, we'll call it 4, 2nd down and 6.
The handoff for Tyler. He picks up 4, 2nd down and 6.
Second down and 6. Ball at midfield. 8:10 left to go here in the contest. Mercer in the shotgun. The handoff was to Williams Jr. He holds on to the football. They tried to strip it out. That was Ruiz. And he gets the ball to the 45. It'll be 3rd down and 1. First down run there by Antonio Williams. Thought the ball was going to be spotted at the 45, but it was spotted at the 44, which makes it a first down. So big time run. First down and 10 for Neo Flight. Checking back into the game is DeMonte Tyler. They send him out wide. Mercer still in the shotgun. Trips to the high side of the field. Fumble on the play, and he gets the ball and gets it down to the 50-yard line. Smart play there by Mercer.
The ball was recovered by the team. Back up 50-yard line.
Second down and long. Loss of 6 on the play. Smart play, though, by Mercer. A lot of times, kids will try to pick that up and make a play out of it. And Mercer, so well coached by this neo-flag football team, smartly falls down, saying, we've got some playmakers. We've got Tyler. We got Williams Jr. We've got Parsons. Let me just make the play, take the loss. Let's set up for second down. Very smart play by that young man. Great play there by Kanan Mercer. Second down and long. Mercer back to pass from the shotgun. Finds Parsons. What a catch!
Oh,
BJ, where are you? Oh, my goodness. We have to see the replay on this. Injury timeout.
Injury timeout.
What a play by Dax Parsons.
Round of applause for the injury play.
He went up and climbed the ladder like you would never see before. Watch this pass. High pass, backpedaling, one hand, falling backward with the catch. Another Sports Center top 10 play. We'll see it again. The pass by Mercer, perfect. The catch by Parsons, amazing. What a play there by Dax Parsons. We hope he's okay after the injury. Last play was a handoff to DeMonte Tyler. No gain, second down and 10.
A handoff to DeMonte Tyler. Second down and 10. At the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line, second down and 10. Mercer still in the shotgun. Handoff to Tyler. He's breaking through some tackles. What a push there from behind. Kind of like a touch push there by Revere Garrett. He pushed his way all the way to the 21-yard line. We'll see it here on the replay. Watch Revere Garrett right here. He gets behind him and starts pushing him. And he's like, we're gonna get more yards. We got to get more yards. Smart heads-up play there by Revere Taylor. New quarterback, Dak Parsons, is in the game. He's now sitting at quarterback. Quarterback keeper by Parsons. And he loses a yard on the play. Tackle made on the play by Raymundo.
The quarterback keeper was the Parsons. Tackle made by Raymundo on the play.
Fourth down and long, 4:30 left to go. This is coming into a critical play. Call it 4th and 5. Mercer back in at quarterback. Quads to the bottom part, the short side of the field. Up top is Antonio Williams Jr. And we got a timeout. Neo flag. We'll take it with him. Timeout on the field. Neo flag 33. Broncos 36.
Timeout. Neo flag.
We're coming back here from the timeout. 4th down and 5. Critical play here from Neo Flight. 4th down and 5. Penalty flags are on the field. Let's see what it is. The refs are coming to converse about this. It's a critical call. Let's see what it is. Neophyte's pointing the other way. Let's see what the ref says.
Penalty flag on the field. Encroachment on the defense. That's a 5-yard penalty.
A lot of conversation now. Is it a first down or not? First down. What a play. First down for Neophyte.
Penalty result and a first down. Neophyte.
First down and 10, Neophyte. First down and 10. Hand off there to Tyler. Breaks through some tackles and pushes his way inside the 10 down to the 9.
Hand off to Monte Tyler. He gets the ball to the 9-yard line.
Second down and 2 by Tyler. And what a man type of run that was to break through some of those tackles and gets the ball to the 9. Now it's going to be important. You got 3:45 left to go. Slow this game down a little bit. Neophyte is a quick scoring team. Slow it down. Time to take some of this time off. But 2 hands on the football. Let's not make a mistake. 2 hands on the football. Let's find our way back into the end zone. That's what the coach is time to tell him. Parsons in at quarterback. Finds a way to get in. It's going to be short. Down to the 1.
The quarterback keeper was Jack Parsons. For Neophyte.
What a play by Dax Parsons. We saw him get injured a couple plays ago on the one-handed play. He's back in, and then he does the old Wildcat formation. He starts breaking tackles and just gets tripped up there by Ruiz at the 1. That Wildcat formation, if you remember, it made its way into the NFL. It was like Ronnie Brown down there with the Miami Dolphins. For one game. I believe the quarterback got hurt, and they just kept running Ronnie Brown. It was a wonderful play, and then you saw a lot of teams adapt to it. And it's good to see Dak Parsons doing the same thing. Penalty flags are on the field.
Penalty flags are on the field. Penalty is going to be against Neophyte. That'll pick him up 5. First down and goal.
So the penalty's against Neophyte. First down and goal. .243 left to go here in the contest. Running clock. Parsons still the quarterback. Full house backfield. They've got wings to his left and right. Breaking through tackles and not fooled on the play. Leading the charge was Postier Ritchie. A play by Ritchie. He comes in not fooled, and he causes a loss on the play of 2. Critical play. Second down and goal. 2 minutes left to go. No 2-minute timeout in youth football. Mercer back to pass. He breaks out of 1. He finds Parsons. Incomplete. Quarterback, you young receivers start drifting left again with the quarterback. Find yourself ways open. You saw Parsons do that. Find yourself to green grass. Hold still. You'll find that often time the ball's going to find you there. Pass it there. It's caught. He's going to be short. The pass was caught by DeMonte Tyler. He's going to be short at the 2.
The pass is complete by DeMonte Tyler. Injury timeout.
The pass is complete, but an injury timeout will take it with him. 1:33 left to go here in the 4th. Critical 4th down. You'll see the catch here. Tyler catches it, and then that weird tackle and spin. But it looked like Ruiz had the ball. But again, he was down, or he was already pointing to the ground. A lot of times that happens. But injury timeout. 1:33 left. We'll take it with him. 4th down and 2. So it'll be 4th and goal at the 2 when we come back here at Flow Sports. We've got 12U football. Great action. Super Bowl. And we are back here live. It's 4th down and goal, and this has been what a play right there. You call that type of play and one-on-one coverage. And what a play after the injury. And who else? That's number 8. It's Dax Parsons. He makes plays. Mercer finds him on the slant. You can't defend that play when it's run that well. Great effort by Parsons. But now it gets tricky again. Remember, they have Raimundo. It's a 3-point game. This is an important point to try to go up by 4. They're lining up Parsons at quarterback. And the extra point attempt is no good. 1:14 left to go here in the 4th. Neil Flight.
1:14 left to go in the 4th. Neil Flight is 39-36.
Now the question comes in, what do you do? You had an injury on that last play. That was your kicker. That was DeMonte Tyler. Let's take another look at the touchdown right here. We're going to go look at this right here. Mercer finds, he looks, he does the pump fake. That freezes the defender and allows Parsons to find his way into the end zone. What a play call. What a play call. Even better that's coming out right now, that is DeMonte Tyler. He was injured, as you recall, right there on that 3rd down play. He's finding his way back to the field. Good to see him back there. We'll lining up to kick is Tyler. 1:14 left to here at the contest. The onside kick is recovered at the 49-yard line, 51 yards for Gilbert Chandler. And I'll make the statement again. They probably only need about 30 yards to get in Raimundo field goal position. 1st down and 10 at the 49-yard line. 1:13 left to go here in the contest. I'm working on the timeout situation. I'll get that to you, fans, as soon as I hear. Shotgun formation, Zerg in the shotgun. They've got Williams and Ruiz flanked out to the short side of the field. Zerg racing out of pressure. And sacked on the play. Applying the sack was DeMonte Tyler.
The quarterback is sacked on the play by DeMonte Tyler.
Look at this play again. There's Tyler. He's wheeling himself out there after the injury and a big time sack by him to push it back in a running clock. 43 seconds left to go. Catch is complete to Ruiz. He breaks through a tackle. He starts racing up the field. He's down to the 30. He breaks it up down to the 20, 19, 15, 10, 5. He's tackled inside the 5 down to the 3. What a play by Ruiz. Let's watch it again right here. This, sir, he sees the crosser coming, and there's Ruiz. And then watch his He gets out of this tackle, then he starts to accelerate, keeping more and more. Then makes the move, and then finding his way. He looks at the end zone, and he sees it, and just gets caught short. What a play there by Ruiz. You couldn't have asked or scripted a better game. I think we're in Raymundo field goal position. Now the key is going to be, can we get into the end zone and get this self a Super Bowl victory? Because, again, award presentation will be coming up following this game. So there'll be championship presentations for the champion and runner-up following this contest. The Andy Reid play sheet is out. Coach is sitting there looking at all the plays. We'll see what happens. He's called some real good trickery plays. We'll see what happens. If I'm him, I'm giving the ball to Raymundo. And we got to remember, if they can get in this end zone, they've got the leg of Raymundo to make this a 2-point kick. So this is going to be important. Handoff is to Raymundo, and he's going to be stopped short. Tackled on the play by Trevor Wilson. This is a very interesting situation that we find ourselves in for Gilbert Chandler. Got 19 seconds left to go here in the game. 2nd down and goal. I'm assuming they may have one timeout or this could be their final. Here's the interesting part. We talked about this early in the 4th quarter. Raymundo is a field goal kicker. So we know we're in Raymundo range. So if you get stopped here, do you spike the ball if they're out of timeouts and send out Raymundo for the tie and play for overtime, or do you play for the win? This is why these volunteer coaches do what they do to make these tough decisions. We get to watch it here live and enjoy what they call. And you couldn't have asked for a better game here for 12U D1. 2nd down and goal, ball spotted right outside of the 5. Second down here. I might go for a pass here to Ruiz or Williams. We'll see what the call's going to be from the coach. Zer's inside. What a play. What a play. And who else is number 8? It's Dax Parsons. What a play. He shot the gap as the linebacker and finds Ruiz. Watch it again. He just sees it and flows to the play. And what a tackle. He held on. And kids, as you saw what he did right there, he held on. He held on to the leg, turned with his body, not with a shoulder hit. You see Ruiz been bouncing off those like a pinball all game. But what a play. Now what do? It's 3rd down and goal. You're out of timeouts. 3rd down and goal at the 6. Do you go Raymundo field goal now? We'll see what the coach decides to do. 4th down or 3rd down and goal right at the 6-yard line. 39-36, 16 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. This has been a back and forth contest. We'll go back through the replays and the whole replay show following this contest. Setting up in shotgun formation, Zer with Raymundo flanked to his right. Ruiz in motion. Snap back to Zer. The throws to Raymundo. And he's going to be tackled short. They're going to have to hurry. Gets the play off. Zer is searching the field to throw to the back of the end zone. Touchdown. What a play from Tracy Williams. Oh my goodness. Tracy finds his way open for the score. we've got to see that play again on replay, fans. What a play call by Sir, and then what a better play by Williams. What a game. What a game. You feel for these kids from Neo Flight. They fought so hard, and that is what these games do, is it brings out the best in both teams. And we'll watch this play again. We see it. You got Zur. He's shaking out to this right. He's flanking. And then he finds Williams racing across and just reaches out over Williams Jr. for the score. The walk-off win. What a play. Award ceremony is coming up. We'll do the highlight show. We'll see this one more time. Look at this. Williams fighting his way inside two defenders for the score and win. This young man will remember it for the rest of his life. What a flight these kids are going to have back to Arizona. As they fought hard all game long to come out on top today, 42-39.
Hope y'all enjoyed it.
We
out.
talked about this all game long.
Boy, TH the Prez, Mr. Above
You
140.
see the sportsmanship.
More games to come tomorrow. Peace.
They've been here.
We got a fun-filled show
Get
tonight.
hot. I met a boy today.
It's your boy, Coach Career, the General, A60 Army.
She loving my style every time I'm rubbing
You ain't
her
need
down.
more money, Tito. You could have just invited 6 or 8 you down to Nationals.
Love I'm around. She caught me
When
crisp.
certain people
Know how
don't
to
get their
treat,
way or they
got
feel
me
slighted,
gifts.
they feel like they have a right to call us and voice their opinion. You don't.
The hood, we locked the
Clear.
script.
I've never removed a staff to allow a staff to move up.
No,
Never.
that's not what I'm Now everybody's a personal trainer. We know who the originals are, but now if you look, you can find them in every town.